Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the October edition of the Try Beauty box. So this month it came in a bag again. The last few I've had have come in a bag rather than a box, but as long as it gets to me, I really don't mind how it's packaged as long as it's sort of, you know, in one piece. So there you go. So if you already know everything there is to know about this box and you just want to skip ahead to the items inside, then as usual I will leave a timestamp in the comments down below, so feel free to use that if you wish. But if you don't know what Try Beauty box is, then I'm going to give a brief little description here, but I will also leave all of the more detailed information in the description box down below so that you can check that out at your own leisure. So this is a bi-monthly beauty subscription service. It costs £37.99 per box. Obviously that's UK. I don't know what the US prices are off the top of my head, but again I'll put all that in the description so that you can check that out. It usually contains 5 full-size items, so that's really nice. For the price, it's one of the more expensive boxes, but the items inside are generally full-size items, so that's really good. And they usually come from more indie brands than sort of mainstream brands, so it also ends up being a little bit different to some of the other boxes that are on the market, in the UK at least. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but for me this is definitely one of the more indie based boxes, so I do really enjoy that. Also there's usually a good mix of items inside, so you'll usually get some sort of palette, a lip product, maybe a blusher or a bronzer, some skincare, and it's usually quite cohesive as well, so you can sort of use the eyeshadow palette with the eyeliner. The lip product usually goes quite well with the eyeshadows, so you can usually get a cohesive look out of the items that are inside. It's just usually a really well thought out box, in my opinion anyway. Now as I said, this is October's box. The reason I'm doing it so late on, and it's now November, I do know that, I'm not losing the plot, not today anyway. That's because this box usually gets to me quite late in the month, so although it's October's box, I usually get it within the last couple of days of October. As I've said in previous videos, I've been really busy the last few months and I just feel like I'm playing catch up with myself with videos. So I'm finally getting around to doing it now. It is November, but without further ado, let's get into this box. Now the last few boxes that I've had have not had a card included. So what I've done this time round is I've actually opened the bag already, just so that I could see if there was a card. There wasn't, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've just done a little bit of research before I'm filming so that I can give you all the pricing information as I go through it, rather than trying to sort of have you read it on screen afterwards. So helps me out a little bit. I get more of a feel for what the items are worth and whether the box is worth it this month, and obviously you don't have to try and read whilst I'm talking. Makes life a bit easier for everyone, at least in my opinion. So let's start with the first item. So I'm going to start with this. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. Now you can pick an option for some of the items in this box if you do it early enough. You can do it for the eyeshadow palettes. There's usually 1 or 2 that you can pick from. I never manage to pick in time. I always get left with the least popular version, but that's just the luck of the draw. But this month you could also pick an option for the Clean Canvas Eye Base as well. So I picked the shade Fair because I thought that was probably more likely to be what I'd need, and I did have a quick look at it when it opened. I haven't actually tried it, but I was a bit worried that it was going to look a bit like the MAC paint pots, and actually it doesn't look like that. It looks far more liquidy, so I'm quite keen to try this actually. As I said, I was a bit dubious about it, but now I've seen it, I think I might actually like it. So I'm going to try it out and see, and I'll let you know. I'll just do a little bit of a see how it feels, but that's what it looks like on the finger, and you can see it's just not quite as thick. And then just pop that on there. Yeah, that definitely feels a lot more sort of fluid. Feels quite nice. It doesn't feel too heavy. That's one of my things with the paint pots, is they're too thick, so it just creases up, just feels thick and heavy on my eyelids. I don't get on with it. I say that, I haven't actually tried the matte paint pots. What I've actually tried is the Revolution, the Makeup Revolution versions. Obviously they're a cheaper version, so they might be completely different, but I have heard that they're supposed to be a dupe for the paint pots. I tried those and I've decided I'm never trying a paint pot. There it is. But yeah, this feels like it might be quite nice to use, so I'm excited to give that a go. Price for this as well is it's $22 from the Gerard Cosmetics website, which sort of based on UK conversion comes to about £16.58. I couldn't actually find this for sale in this country, so you would probably have to sort of factor in shipping costs and things like that if you did order it from Gerard Cosmetics. But yeah, £16.58. I don't think I'd want to pay that for a little pot, but if it's nice, maybe I could be tempted. We'll see. Okay, so the next thing is from Earth Harbour, and it's the Helios anti-pollution youth ampoule. So I didn't open this to start with. I just looked online to see what it looked like, and I thought that looks awesome. Not the actual description of the product, I hadn't actually got that far, but the bottle looked really cool, and I sort of hoped that the product inside was what was making it look so cool. It's not, but the bottle looks like that, and I thought, wow, that looks like a cool two-toned item. It's not, it's just the bottle's red at the bottom and then sort of ombres out into clear at the top, but it still looks pretty cool. It's definitely a pretty looking bottle. So yeah, so as I said, this is the Helios serum. I think that's what it is. So I'll just read you the description off the back of the box. Helios is an almighty ambrosia brimming with ultra-reparative plant stem cells and a fountain of youth preserving red algae extract. Unparalleled in strength for combating pollutants and daily skin stressors, this liquid gold ampoule is a godsend for skin in need of after-sun replenishment, bold defence against the elements and thriving barrier function. I'm not sure who's getting too much sun this year. So it says, for a hyper-concentrated treatment, apply 2 or more drops to your skin after cleansing and toning as needed. If using another treatment and or moisturiser, massage Helios until absorbed. For a daily skincare cocktail, add 2 or more drops to any Earth Harbour serum, facial oil or moisturiser morning and night. So I'm keen to give this a go. I am actually using an Earth Harbour product at the moment. It's right here. So I also had this in a Try Beauty box, I think, as well. But this is the Lunar Lay serum. It looks a bit suspect in the bottle, I've got to say. But this is the Phyto Resurfacing Night Serum, so I've been using this for my night serum. I'm quite enjoying it. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy, so I've got okay hopes for this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is worth $48 from the Earth Harbour website. It's based in the US again, so conversion for that for pounds is £36.17. Again, that's going to be approximate. It might cost more if it was available in this country. Okay, so next we've got something from LA Splash, and this is the Lumos Liquid Metals eyeliner. This one is in the shade Wizardry. Let me just pull this out. Now this is something that looks kind of nice, but I don't really get on with liquid eyeliner all that much. Whether it's in pen form or liquid form, it doesn't matter. I'm just not great at it. I've accepted that. I've moved on. It's all good. But this is what it looks like here. So we've got, it's dual ended. So you've got this end here, which looks a bit dodgy at the end there, I've got to say. And let's just, that's what that comes out looking like. And then in the other end you've got a gold glittery liner, and that's on a brush. And we'll just boop, 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 boop. And I don't know if you can see that. That's what that looks like. Let's put one over the black and see what that looks like. Okay, that'd look quite effective, I think. So I've just done that on, that top line there. So that'd look quite cool if I could do liner. But if you can do liquid liner, this might be something you'd enjoy. It looks like it's got a bit of a shift to the glitter as well. It looks a bit like there's a bit of blue in there maybe, or like a bluey greeny sort of colour. Let me just see what the box says. So it says, add a pop to any look using our Lumos liquid metal smudge proof liner. Stays in place until you say when. No feathering, cracks or crumbles. Directions for use: apply liquid liner on clean dry skin, begin in the inner corner of the eye and lay flat along the lash line. And that is all it says. So there you go. So I did find this, well, I sort of found this in the UK. Beauty Bay have got one listed. It was out of stock, but they did have one listed, not in this colour, and that was £12.95. But it was literally the only one I could find. And then on the LA Splash website, which is again US, this was $18. That's that. But yeah, as I said, I've swatched it now, so I guess I'm going to have to give it a go. I can't give this away. I think it looks nice. It's just I can't do liquid liner. So there you go. Okay, so next is something that I'm actually really quite happy about. And this is the Suva Beauty Glossy Lamination lipstick. So I heard about these, but I hadn't actually seen them. They're not actually available in the UK, which is a bit annoying. So I had a bit of a shock when I opened this, because I looked at the colour on the box and I thought, if that's representative of what's inside, that's going to be quite unusual. Well, I say unusual, it's something that I would definitely have worn in my youth. But I haven't sort of veered towards this sort of shade so much. But then when I opened it, it actually looks like this, which I think actually looks very similar to a shade that I already have from Suva in their Moisture Matte range, and it's actually one of my favourite shades. But this is just the glossy version. Did I mention the shade? This one's Illusionist. The shade that I've got in the Moisture Matte is Imagination, and that's what that looks like. And then you've got Illusionist underneath, and you can see they're quite similar. So I'm quite excited to have a look at this. So I haven't swatched it. I just sort of wanted to do that here, but oh yeah, that's what that looks like. And that is definitely a shade that I will wear. Hopefully the formula on the glossy is just as good as it is in the Moisture Matte. I love the Moisture Matte lipsticks. And then just for reference, this is the Imagination shade in the Moisture Matte. I'll just pop that right next to it. So you can see there is a difference. This one's definitely got more purple in it. This one's a bit more sort of raspberry, I suppose. Obviously the other difference is this is going to dry down to a matte look. This is going to probably stay a bit more glossy. But yeah, really pleased with that. I'm so happy that that's in there. I love Suva Beauty lipsticks, so really pleased with that. Price wise then, the Suva Beauty lipstick on the Suva Beauty website is $18. Now this is a limited edition shade and it's currently sold out, so you can't actually purchase it, and it was, as far as I can tell, it was never available in the UK anyway. But on a price conversion, this converts to £13.78, but I know that a normal Moisture Matte lipstick in the UK retails for £18. So it's $18 in the US and it's £18 in the UK. So I'm going to go with £18 for that. Just because I know that that's what they retail for in this country. And then the last thing is from Pure, and it's the Pure Defense Anti-Pollution Eyeshadow Palette. So I haven't opened this and I'm not going to open this. I'm just going to show you on the back. It does show you what the shades are. Okay, so the reason I'm not going to open this is because I knew before I even got this box that this was coming and that this wasn't really a palette that I was going to get much use out of. Not because I don't think it's going to be any good, I don't know, it might be, but just because of the shades in it. They look quite pretty. I'm kind of drawn to the Dawn shade, this bottom corner here. It kind of looks like a pinky reddy sort of colour, and that's definitely something that I'm drawn towards. But as for the rest of the palette, not so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this in the box, and I'm actually going to put this in a little bit of a giveaway. So I did hit 100 subscribers in October, which was quite nice, and when I started this channel I didn't really think anyone was going to care about anything I had to say. So the fact that I now have 100 subscribers is a little bit weird, gotta say, but also quite nice. So thank you very much for helping me get there, guys. I really do appreciate you. I know things have been a bit inconsistent with this channel, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to rectify that soon. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to try and come up with some sort of schedule so that I can keep on top of things and get sort of videos out a little bit quicker and easier. But in the meantime, thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm gonna sort of put together a few items to go with this. I'm sort of working on that sort of now, and I will give details of what that's going to look like and how that's going to work in a video that's going to be coming up hopefully very, very soon. So yeah, so if you're interested in getting this palette, then I would stick around, and yeah, you could be in with a chance of getting it. So yeah, that's that. And for reference as well, this is £32 on the Pure UK site and $34 on the US site. So in terms of value, I think that's probably fair. And for the box as well, considering the box for the UK costs £37.99, the fact that you're getting a £32 palette, you're almost to the value before you even start. So that was the last item. I'm going to do a quick recap, remind you what was in it. So we've got the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. We've got the Earth Harbour Helios Serum. We've got the LA Splash Lumos Double-Ended Eyeliner. We've got the Suva Beauty Glossy Lipstick. And we've got the Pure Defense Eyeshadow Palette. So overall, what do I think of this box? Gotta be honest, it's not been my favourite this month. There's a couple of nice items in there. The lipstick I'm super keen to try. The eyeshadow base, it's something that I've wanted to give a go, but I thought was going to be something that I wouldn't like. So the fact that I've now got it, and I've realised now that it might be okay, that's quite nice. And that's the thing about subscription boxes as well. You might get something that initially you're like, oh great, I'm never going to use that, and then actually it turns out to be alright. Fingers crossed that's what happens with that product. The serum I'm keen to try, and the eyeshadow palette, although it's not something that I personally want, it is something that is really good value for the box in my opinion, and obviously, as I've said, it's going to go to a good home at some point. So really the only thing that I'm never going to get on with, and I know that before I even start, is the eyeliner. So it's not a terrible box, it's actually really a nice box. It's just that there's only really one product in here that's made me go, wow, that's amazing, and that's the lipstick. So as I said, not a bad box by any stretch of the imagination. I still think that this is a really nice subscription box. It's just that this month for me hasn't been as nice as some of the other months have been. So that's that. So now it's over to you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is this a subscription box that you already have? If so, what did you think of this box? If it's not a box that you already subscribe to, is what I've shown you today something that has tempted you to subscribe? As I said, just let me know in the comments down below. I'm always interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, then I'd love it if you could hit that like button for me. It just helps to let me know that you're enjoying my content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would definitely consider hitting that subscribe button too. I do unbox other subscription boxes on here, so if that's something you're interested in, maybe you'd want to check that out. I also do beauty purchases videos, empties videos, and a project pan series. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I'd love for you to join me on a regular basis. And with all of that being said, I do hope everybody's doing okay at the moment, and I will see you all again in another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.